And welcome to this auspicious occasion, the 181st commencement at Colby-Sawyer College. We have gathered to celebrate the accomplishments of the incredible class of 2019. To make commencement as enjoyable as possible, and now I feel I'm in class, please silence your cell phones for the duration of the ceremony. Thank you. Now please rise again if you're able and join graduating senior Bethlehem Tesfaye, a biology major from Cambridge, Massachusetts, in singing our national anthem. When finished, please be seated.
Early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you, Bethlehem. Chair Volanakis, members of our Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, family and friends, and graduates, welcome to Colby-Sawyer's commencement ceremony for the class of 2019. Graduates, this is your day, and we look forward to celebrating all of your accomplishments. Sadly, for many reasons, not everyone who should be here today is able to be. In your years at Colby-Sawyer, many of you have experienced the loss or decline of a loved one. This morning we think of them, and we wish they were here to celebrate with us. We also think of adjunct faculty member Dr. Janine Rusem, who passed away earlier this semester. Janine was a dedicated, talented, and caring educator who is missed dearly. There is a chair in the faculty section where she should be sitting today. I ask now for a moment of silence in memory and celebration of Janine and her many talents. Thank you. This commencement ceremony and its rituals provide an opportunity to reflect on your journey to this point and look forward to your next steps. Today, we celebrate Colby-Sawyer's history, we honor those whose service and leadership exemplify its values, and we anticipate the promise of your incredibly bright futures. Today, we will honor two women who have led extraordinary careers in healthcare and science. Dr. Susan A. Reeves, an alumna who was Colby-Sawyer's first dean of the School of Nursing and Health Professions and is now the Chief Nursing Executive and Executive Vice President for Research and Education with the Dartmouth-Hitchcock Health System, and Dr. Nancy Gray, the President and CEO of Gordon Research Conferences, which has called Colby-Sawyer one of its homes for over 70 years. One of Colby-Sawyer's traditions is to ask the Jack Jensen Award recipient, the college's highest teaching honor, to offer the commencement address. This tradition exemplifies our core strength at Colby-Sawyer and the enormous and transformative power of relationships between our students, faculty, and staff. We look forward to hearing from Associate Professor of Natural and Environmental Sciences, Christine Bias-Chad, in a bit. As your president, however, I'm supposed to impart some words of wisdom as well. When I asked my family for advice about this, they smirked and simply said, "Keep it brief." With that in mind, as you prepare to leave New London today, I ask you to think about the many things from Colby-Sawyer that you will carry with you. Here in New London, we are graced by beauty every day. Yes, even in a year when we have endured an incredibly long winter. I imagine each of you has been moved by some aspect of this beautiful landscape, whether it be the profile of Mount Kearsarge on the edge of campus, the beautiful sunrises and sunsets, the sound of snow crunching under your boots, or the abundant stars at night. As you move on from this special place, finding that beauty on a daily basis may be a bit more difficult. Remember, though, what Henry David Thoreau said, "It is not what you look at that matters, it is what you see." And I implore you to not only look for beauty every day, but to see it, and to help others see it as well. There's a proliferation of information in our world that is all too often applied in a more simplistic or inaccurate ways than ever. At Colby-Sawyer, you have learned how to think critically, to reason, to see connections between disciplines, to question on what basis an argument was made, and to imagine and develop your own contributions to knowledge. Albert Einstein said, "We can't solve our own problems with the same thinking we use to create them." In a world that bombards us with information and data often used to make arguments that support freighted points of view, we need you to add your voices to the conversation. We need you to question, to seek answers, to have the courage to speak up and share your perspectives and knowledge, just as you've done throughout your time here at Colby-Sawyer. Today, we send you off into a world that is quite frankly quite polarized. During time at Colby-Sawyer, you've confronted differences. Think about how many times you realize that not everyone sees the world in exactly the same way you do. Sometimes our instinct is to see those differences as threats, but try to resist that tendency. Malcolm Gladwell, author of many thought-provoking books, including Outliers, Blink, and The Tipping Point, said the key to good decision-making is not knowledge, it is understanding. We are swimming in the former, and we are desperately lacking in the latter. At Colby-Sawyer, you not only gain knowledge, but you have practiced understanding. As you go forward, continue to respect each other's point of views, seek to understand, complement one another's various talents and backgrounds, and illustrate to those around you that difference does not mean we have to distrust. 4 summers ago, I attended a week-long conference for new presidents at which I met some amazing people. And I want to borrow a thought from one of my colleagues, Dr. Paula A. Johnson, president of Wellesley College. In her first commencement speech, she employed her students to do the following. Always err in favor of human connection. It's in relationships, in those connections, that magic happens. It is often where we find the inspiration, where we connect most deeply with the best parts of ourselves. Here at Colby-Sawyer, your education has been fostered through the power of relationships. The friends you have made, the faculty who have invested time and support in your success, the staff members who served as your job supervisor or friendly face in the dining hall. What I've come to learn during my years at Colby-Sawyer is that the relationships built here endure, and they serve as a great foundation upon which you can build to pursue your dreams. As you head off to new adventures, find strengths in the relationships you have built here and draw upon each other as you face new adventures and new challenges. Believe and trust in who you have grown to be and will continue to become. I know that each of you is ready for what comes next. Finally, each of you has had someone who supported you along the way, a parent, a family member, a best friend, faculty member, staff member. The fortunate among you have had more than one champion who celebrated your successes and supported you through your challenges. Many of them are here today. Graduates, I invite you to recognize all of them with a round of applause. Now we begin the awards portion of our ceremony. The college presents its highest honor, the Susan Colgate Cleveland Medal for Distinguished Service, to someone who best exemplifies the institution's first teacher and principal, Susan Colby, and her attributes of hard work, dedication, generosity, and influence in the field of education. This year, we present the medal to Dr. Susan A. Reeves, a member of Colby-Sawyer's class of 1988. Dr. Reeves, would you please come forward? Dr. Susan Reeves was a cancer nurse who found her way to administration. In 2003, she was a vice president at Dartmouth-Hitchcock Medical Center when she returned to her alma mater to teach a biomedical ethics class. By 2007, she was the full-time chair of the nursing department and building health care programs that would meet the needs of our students while breathing new life into the partnership with the hospital. Dr. Reeves is a strong believer in the liberal arts and its critical role in nursing education, which epitomizes Colby-Sawyer's character as a liberal arts-based institution that prepares all students with pre-professional experiences. While she simultaneously held the roles of inaugural dean of the Colby-Sawyer School of Nursing and Health Professions and associate academic dean for Dartmouth-Hitchcock Partnerships, Colby-Sawyer developed the public health program, an online RN to BS in nursing program, and launched its first graduate program, a Master of Science in Nursing. Dr. Reeves has helped establish a standard of excellence that is nothing less than perfection. For the past 3 years, Colby-Sawyer's graduating seniors in the nursing program have achieved a 100% pass rate on the NCLEX RN exam on their first attempt, helping to make our nursing program the #1 ranked in New Hampshire. In 2016, then Governor Maggie Hassan recognized Dr. Reeves' experience by appointing her to the Governor's Commission on Healthcare Workforce. A year later, Dr. Reeves was named Chief Nursing Executive and Executive Vice President for Research and Education for the Dartmouth-Hitchcock Health System. Her charge to set strategic direction for nursing across the system and for creating alignment for nursing practice across all Dartmouth-Hitchcock entities further formalized its connection to the college. Dr. Reeves, in recognition of the remarkable ways you have affected the college's history and present, and for the way in which your leadership has set the foundation for the college's future, you are this year's recipient of the college's highest honor, the Susan Colgate Cleveland Medal for Distinguished Service. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Reeves. Arthur Levine, former president of Columbia University, described the purpose of honorary degrees as the last lesson a college can teach by showing examples of people who most represent the values an institution stands for. Today's recipient certainly exemplifies the values of Colby-Sawyer College. The honorary doctor recognizes an individual of humanitarian character and superior intellect whose life and work have brought about positive, far-reaching consequences for individuals and organizations. This year, the award is presented to the President and CEO of Gordon Research Conferences, Dr. Nancy Gray. Dr. Gray, would you please come forward? Welcome. Nancy Ryan Gray is an accomplished scientist and researcher who has led an extraordinary career, from scientific fellow at the Institute for Atomic and Molecular Physics in Amsterdam to industrial research chemist at Exxon Production Research Company in Houston, Texas, to president and CEO of the Gordon Research Conferences, known as GRC. Since 1947, Colby-Sawyer has hosted these conferences that bring together scientists working at the frontier, particular area to discuss all aspects of the most recent advances in the field and to stimulate new directions for research. Dr. Gray has been the conference's exceptional leader since 2003 and has implemented a number of diversity initiatives that have expanded participation. In 2016, Dr. Gray introduced the Power Hour, an informal session for all conferencees that provides the opportunity to discuss challenges women face in science and supports the professional growth of women. She also introduced fellowship funding for minority participation in GRC, as well as a grant for individuals from predominantly undergraduate institutions. In 2006, Dr. Gray significantly expanded the Gordon Research Seminar to foster the program development of postdoctoral and graduate students. These seminars enable the next generation of scientists to network and discuss their research at a critical time in their careers. Under her leadership, GRC has expanded its site worldwide, creating access and opportunity for scientific research across the globe. In all of her efforts, Dr. Gray exemplifies the mission of Colby-Sawyer College. Dr. Gray, this honorary degree recognizes the college's deep gratitude for this remarkable leadership and commitment that you have often offered to Gordon Research Conferences and the scientific community. For your achievements throughout your lifetime, we are proud to confer upon you the honorary degree, Doctor of Humane Letters. Join me in congratulating Dr. Gray. The Jack Jensen Award for Excellence in Teaching is the college's highest teaching award. Each year, the award honors a teacher who communicates high expectations and encourages intellectual curiosity within and across disciplines, respects diverse talents and ways of learning by using a variety of instruction, and engages students and inspires them to do their best work. Would Associate Professor of Natural and Environmental Sciences, Christine Kaneki-Biazchad, please join me? There you go. Yeah, right over here. Professor Biazchad, or Dr. B, as her students call her, is committed to her students' success and recognized for encouraging them to meet high expectations. In nominating her for this award, they spoke of her expertise, her power to inspire them, and her willingness to meet with them at any time to help them reach their goals. With her strong belief in multidimensional approach to teaching, she has been sharing her passion for natural sciences with the Colby-Sawyer community since 2007. Known fondly as Dr. B, she instructs classes in labs in all the ologies: biology, epidemiology, microbiology, pharmacology, physiology, and toxicology, as well as courses in the liberal education and Wes's honor programs. She guides students as an advisor of the Biology Club, is a capstone research advisor for biology majors, and was a past advisor of the Health Professions Association. Esteemed by students and colleagues alike, Dr. B exemplifies Colby-Sawyer in all aspects of her teaching. Please join me in congratulating Dr. B. I'm just supposed to say one more quick thing. As I've mentioned earlier, it is our tradition to have the Jack Jensen Award winner deliver the commencement address. Dr. B's speech is entitled "Dragonflies on a Lemonade Road."
Thank you, President Stubner. Welcome, trustees, President Stubner, honored guests, faculty, staff, students, families, and especially the class of 2019. For those of you who don't know me, I've been a professor for 21 years now, and I'm a member of the wonderful Natural and Environmental Sciences Department here at Colby-Sawyer. My PhD is in pharmacology and toxicology, and as President Stuber mentioned, my students call me Dr. B. I teach intro bio, anatomy, physiology, epidemiology, human biology, toxicology, and lots of microbiology. Basically, I'm known for teaching about diseases, and more often than not, these scenarios that I teach end with me saying the same thing, and then you I would love to talk about things like that, but they wouldn't let me have a screen and a projector to show you all of the appropriately disturbing pictures, so I had to think of something else to say. So today I want to talk to you about the road you have traveled and the road ahead. And who does an academic think of when talking about roads to travel? Robert Frost. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And that's all I'm really going to say about Robert Frost, except that you should consider traveling a path designed for you, and you shouldn't blindly follow others. Several years ago, I was at a convocation, which is the opening of the academic year ceremony, under a really big tent, just like this one. And I don't remember a word of what the speaker said, but I do remember a dragonfly. It was high up in the tent, looking for a way out. And I remember thinking that the dragonfly was a lot like the new freshmen sitting in the tent who just arrived on campus to begin their academic adventure as college students. Ahead of them was the choosing of majors, the changing of majors, the weighing of career paths, and they'd encounter a few roadblocks along the way, but would also have some victories, until finally in 4 years, they would find their way out into the larger world. If only someone could help that little dragonfly to find his way, to offer a kind of roadmap so it could find the right path. Graduates, in the last 4 years here at Colby-Sawyer, advisors, professors, and staff have offered you wisdom and guidance, and now it's time to find your own path. Life doesn't come with a roadmap, but even if it did, the unexpected happens and sends you on a detour. Or maybe it appears to be a detour, and it's actually the right path. It's hard to know sometimes. You came here 4 years ago with big dreams of your future, and in the ever so slightly altered words of Pink, every night you lied in bed, the brightest colors filled your head, a million dreams were keeping you awake. You'd think of what the world would be, a vision of the one you see, a million dreams, it's all it's gonna take, a million dreams for the world you're gonna make. And hopefully, with your diploma in hand, you'll leave here today full of dreams of the world you're gonna make. So you need to consider your options. What path will you take? What turns will you make? How will you make your dreams into a reality? According to Tom Cochran, or Rascal Flatts, life is a highway. Life's like a road you travel on, when there's one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. And as you go down your particular highway, you need to choose to bend or to stand. Why? Because the road will not be a perfect, just paved road. There will be potholes and frost heaves, especially in New Hampshire. Things will happen that will be both good and bad, and it's how you deal with these unexpected occurrences that will determine your success in life. Your education here has given you the tools to navigate your road, ways to decide which turn to take, the ability to question others who suggest paths to you, ways to think, be inquisitive, be logical, and ask for help when you need it. So when you leave here today on your own particular pathway, finding the best route to get to your ultimate goal and life of fulfillment, what will you do if something goes wrong? If you plan, double check, make all of the right choices, and something goes wrong, what do you do? Sugarland says, life don't go quite as you planned it. We try so hard to understand it. Irrefutable, indisputable fact is, it happens. So, when you're going down your road of life and you hit a frost heave, come across an avalanche, what do you do? Let me give you a couple stories of the best laid paths taking drastic turns. Back in 1928, there was a bacteriologist in the United Kingdom named Alexander Fleming. He was a scientist thanks to a series of fortuitous circumstances and was working with the microbe Staphylococcus aureus. Now, he wasn't the neatest scientist, and he went off for a month-long vacation. And during that time, he left stacks of petri dishes growing bacteria all over his lab. When he returned, he noticed mold growing on one of his bacterial cultures. Now, all of you who have just gone through capstone can probably appreciate how frustrating it can be when things don't go as you planned. Do you throw it all out and start over? Do you give up? In the words of Alexander Fleming, I have been trying to point out that in our lives, chance may have an astonishing influence. And if I may offer advice to the young laboratory worker, it may be this: never neglect an extraordinary appearance or happening. It may be, usually is in fact, a false alarm that leads to nothing, but may, on the other hand, be the clue provided by fate to lead you to some important advance. Luckily, Fleming noticed that wherever the mold was growing, the bacteria he was studying wasn't. It looked like the mold was killing the bacteria. To quote him again, sometimes one finds what one is not looking for. When I woke up just after dawn on September 28, 1928, I certainly didn't plan to revolutionize all of medicine by discovering the world's first antibiotic or bacteria killer. But I guess that was exactly what I did. The mold contaminating his bacterial cultures was making a chemical that was killing the bacteria, and we now know that mold-produced chemical as penicillin. Fleming said, "The discovery of penicillin was a triumph of accident, a fortunate occurrence which happened while I was working on a purely academic bacteriological problem." What would life be like today without the discovery of antibiotics? Until Fleming's discovery of penicillin, more soldiers died in war of infections rather than battle wounds. Imagine what would have happened if Fleming had gotten mad about the mold contamination and had just thrown it away. So when life gives you a bucket of lemons, as you travel down your road, what will you do? Make lemonade, as Albert Hubbard, American writer, publisher, artist, and philosopher suggested? Or, in the words of Bill Watterson, the creator of the Calvin and Hobbes comic, when life gives you lemons, chuck it right back. It's hard to figure out what the right path can be. I remember, believe me, I was a biology major with a chemistry minor and a special ed minor because I was also getting my certification to teach. I had always loved science and was going to become a high school science teacher, but a couple things happened along the way that changed my plan. First, going into my sophomore year, I received a research fellowship and worked for the summer on finding a vaccine for cytomegalovirus at a research institution with some amazing scientists. That fellowship turned into a job that lasted throughout my undergraduate years. And the experience I got from that job was life-altering. I had never considered research as a career option. Then, one of my cousins, who had always been like a big brother to me, died from an extremely rare type of heart cancer. He was 26. Shortly after that, both of my grandfathers died after battles with stomach cancer. That's a lot for a 20-year-old to deal with. For a while there, it felt like it was raining lemons. To this day, I'm sensitive to the fact that life is short and can be cut even shorter in the blink of an eye. These words of Tim McGraw resonate with me, and maybe it's not such a bad idea when you get the chance to live like you were dying. I toyed around with the idea of going to medical school, but decided I wanted to find a cure for cancer. And that road led me to 5 years of graduate school up in Hanover. And it's a little funny because I did end up at Dartmouth Medical School, but to get a PhD and not an MD. I threw myself into the world of academic research, but somewhere between years 3 and 4, I started to get really burned out. I began to realize that in order to be successful in my field, I would have to dedicate my life to this work. It would be a 7-day, way over 40-hour work week every single week. And I knew that this wasn't the right career for me, as I wouldn't have the work-life balance that I sought. So after some more soul-searching, I knew I had to once again change my path. So I decided to go back to my interest in teaching. and combine it with my new research skills and my knowledge and become a professor. Did I give up on my dreams to cure cancer? No, I really don't think so, because now I can do it by inspiring a new generation of scientists. Maybe one of you out there will find the silver bullet to cure cancer, or find a vaccine for HIV, or find a new medicine that bacteria can't become resistant to. Maybe you'll go into politics and pass bills for research funding, or perhaps, maybe you'll become a billionaire like Bill Gates and work to eradicate disease through vaccination programs. You, all of you, are my lemonade, and I like lemonade. What will you make of your life, I wonder? No one knows yet, but this is what I wish for you, in the words of Jason Mraz. May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the words happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest. May you catch your breath. And may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. And may the road less paved be the road that you follow. I want you to have it all. So, dragonflies, as you go off today, pick good paths, but make your own when you have to. Be brilliant and make wise choices. And when life gives you lemons, make some lemonade. And remember to always come back to your home here on this hill. Thank you.
The David H. Winton Baccalaureate Award is presented to the baccalaureate degree graduate who ranks highest in scholarship among those in the graduating class. Would Huang Tu Jenny Nguyen please join me? Huang Tu Nguyen, or Jenny as we know her, is an accounting major and first-generation college student from Hanoi, Vietnam. As a sophomore, she earned the Class Academic Award for ranking highest in scholarship among her classmates. This year, she earned the Accounting Baccalaureate Award for excellence in her major. Jenny took full advantage of academic and co-curricular opportunities during her time at Colby-Sawyer. As a four-year member of the Cross-Cultural Club, she brought international and domestic students together for cultural events and experiences, including the annual International Festival. During her junior year, she helped oversee $500,000 in real assets to the college's student-managed investment fund, and she was able to travel with her classmates in the investment management class to Manhattan to tour financial institutions and meet with industry experts. She also completed an internship with Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Jenny is a member of Alpha Chi National College Honor Society and Sigma Beta Delta Honor Society in Business, Management, and Administration. She'll begin her career in accounting and analytics as a staff accountant at Noble Supply and Logistics in Boston. Please join me in congratulating the top scholar in the class of 2019 and the recipient of the David H. Winton Baccalaureate Award, Huang Tu Jenny Nguyen.
The Colby-Sawyer Award is given to the graduate who, in the opinion of the faculty, best exemplifies the ideals of the college in personal dignity, intellectual growth, contribution to campus life, and constructive influence on other students. Would William Highland please come forward? Will Highland is a Management major from Searsmont, Maine, who is an outstanding and active member of the Colby-Sawyer community. A member of the Presidential Blue Key Society, he represented the college in print and video projects for admissions, advancement, and college communications. A Wesson Honors Program scholar, Will has served as his class president for 3 years and as an orientation leader. He was also a member of the Navigators Christian Fellowship and the Exercise and Sports Sciences Club. After graduation, he will return to Maine to pursue a career in marketing and sales with the Sustainable Retail Company in Portland. Please join me in congratulating this year's Colby-Sawyer Award recipient, William Highland. I've asked Will to stay here with me for a second or two. Each year, the seniors, faculty, and staff nominate someone from the graduating class to offer remarks and remembrances. In addition to being chosen the recipient of the Colby-Sawyer Award, Will Highland was selected for the rare double honor of also being the senior commencement speaker. Please welcome him as he delivers his address titled, "Bring Your Ship Out of Port."
I'm not quite as tall as Sue, but not quite as short as some of the other people. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate that. Good morning, fellow graduates, friends, family, and faculty and staff here at Colby-Sawyer. We thank each of you for your continued support, which has made this day possible. Today is the day many of us have had circled on our calendars for months, if not years. The build-up toward commencement is much like the construction of a ship in preparation for its maiden voyage. At Colby-Sawyer, each memory with friends was a plank in the bow, and every new year, a mast in the hull. Looking back from the bow, we see nearly 2 decades of social and intellectual growth, dating all the way back to the beginning of this millennium and our birth. But today, as we reflect on our great work, we also look ahead at what is to come. I am reminded of words of St. Thomas Aquinas, who wisely said, if the highest aim of a captain were to preserve his ship, he would keep it in port forever. While we've built our ships here at Colby-Sawyer, their final destinations should not be the shipyard where they were built. Rather, today is when we begin our next voyage to a new port. Our highest aims are ahead of us. For some, embarking on a voyage could mean a literal journey to a new city for graduate school or time abroad or career. In other words, our highest aims to date. For others, however, the next voyage could be a more symbolic one, not a geographic change, but a personal voyage of self-discovery. But even as we look out from the bow toward our future endeavors, we should not forget to look back at the port from which we came. Many of us came to Colby-Sawyer as wide-eyed first years who were about to live independently for the first time. I, for one, was still wearing my lanyard around my neck for the first 4 hours. Nevertheless, though, we came from all over New England, the United States, and the globe. But we all had one thing in common. We were new Chargers, and this was our new home. We spent our college years together working and studying, playing, laughing, and learning inside and outside the classroom. We've had drinks with Mama T, and we've heard Michael Brown sing and shout. We've enjoyed lawn games on this quad, but we've also survived the dreaded snow removal season. We've won championships for our varsity and our intramural teams. We've summited Mount Kearsarge, and we've skied at Mount Sunapee. We've made friends, we've made a family, and we've helped make a community. But as we leave today, our voyage begins again. And though we're the captains of our own ships, we are still one fleet. As Colby-Sawyer alumni, we join a vast network of other graduates who will be there when we call or when we send up a flare in times of distress. So, my fellow seafaring members of the class of 2019, don't let this be the end. sail on as one fleet, and continue to make memories that last a lifetime. I might see you back here at our home port for reunions, and I can't wait to hear about your adventures. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Will, for offering your reflections today. We truly wish you the best of luck. And now, class of 2019, are you ready for the best part? With the class of 2019, please stand.
We will award degrees individually, alphabetically, by major, first associate's degrees, and then baccalaureate degrees. President Stubner and Chair of the Board of Trustees, Peter F. Volanakis, will confer the degrees. President Stubner, these students are candidates for the degrees of Associate in Liberal Arts, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science.
By the authority granted me by the legislature of the state of New Hampshire and the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Colby-Sawyer College, I hereby confer the appropriate degrees among those who have met the requirements for graduation. Congratulations, you may be seated.
Wait. Associate in Liberal Arts. Liberal Arts, Baruch M. Alimehiu. Kaylin Delaney. Fuhong Nguyen. Bachelor of Arts, Communication, Sarah Hannah Deruda. Jessica Anna Corinne Kenneth. Alicia Lacasse. Rebecca Rika Tam. Chelsea Rose Wasson. Creative Writing, Allison Hines. Maximilian Xavier Petro. Lydia Marie Schoonmaker. Kathleen Tremblay. English, Jennifer R. Anderson. Graphic Design, Jordan Lourdes Texera. Vera Agnes Vitonis. History and Political Studies, Hunter Crary. Liam Datras de la Blotière. Mark Flaherty. John Aiden Gibbs. John M. John Joseph. Alexander Theophanes Taliadoros. Multidisciplinary Studies, Maza Petros. Psychology, Callie Anderson. Una Teresa Bond. Hillary Ray Boucher. Colleen Ann Burke. Cole Gibson. Shannon Rose Jagir. Marilyn Frances Holler. Paige Marcoux. Courtney Ray Murray. Alicia Proctor. Kyle Sargent. Matthew Sawerda. Megan Diana Thompson. Self-designed, Alton James Pettis Rorick. Sociology, Isla Zarin Cordell. Alexandra K. Harris. Emma B. Harris. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Studio Art, Amber Izquierdo. Cynthia Felicia Major. Megan Elizabeth O'Connell. Graphic design, Dylan J. Carnero. Colin Richard Ketchum. Carrie LeBeau. Carrie was inadvertently omitted from the list of Western Honors Scholars yesterday at the Scholars and Leaders ceremony, so please join me in recognizing her with this distinction. Bachelor of Science, Accounting, Megan Ledbetter. Quan Tu Nguyen. Anna Marie Richardson. Rachel Catherine Zelensky. Athletic Training, Bridget M. Clark. Tanisha Tiana Clark. James Alton McCleary. Aislinn O'Connor. Zena Xavier Ross. Biology, Miranda Kebby Belzer. Austin James Butler. Abigail Curtis. Andrew Patrice Dallencourt. Ethan Hale Donovan Forrest. Chase Alexander Gendron. Marina Rose Good. Haley LaFive. Iriane Ivy Noel. Matthew J. Schiller. Emnet Cisse. Riju Singh Tamang. Bethlehem Tesfaye. Dolkar Tenzing Sering. Business Administration, Prabesh Adhikari. June Anderson. Brendan Christopher Barrett. Jordan Kinsley Paul Bell. Noah Patrick Camillo. Madeline Chamard. Joseph Carmen Cornelio. Matthew John Daly. Hannah Elizabeth Fields. Business Administration, Yannick Sahel Gonzalez. Ashley Ann Isaacs. Shelby R. Cantor. Cody Thomas Kostrepski. Eric Carl Morin. Nicole Oliveri. Matthew Royer. Melinda Ann Seaholm. Alyssa Cheyenne Smith. Matthew David Stasilovich. Sandesh Upriti. Chloe Martha Valance. Child Development, Megan Elizabeth Clancy. Emily Grace Hitchborn. Madison Catherine Hunter. Paulina Rebecca Olvera Wilson. Caroline Margaret Wall. Caitlin Wang. Emily Ray Wood. Environmental Science, Brandon D. Beaudry. Grace Ledgard. Michelle Marie Lopes. Jordan Michaela O'Brien. Colby Reardon. Brooke Bigliata. Ashley Elizabeth Wilson. Isabel. Environmental Studies, Shayna Levesque. Exercise Science, Kelsey B. Allen. Eliza Bellavance. Jacob K. Brundage. Johanna Claire DeVries. Kyle Justin Diesel. Aspen Dubuque. Patrick Aaron Feely. Jacob Stephen Jampa. Juan Pablo Giraldo. Sage McKenna Highland. Catherine Nguyen. Caleb and Ketia. Darby Nolette. Sherry Lynn Rainville. Anthony J. Romeo. Jake Patrick Ronson. Abigail Elise Sansusi. Sierra Rose Schuster. Colin Turner. Alexander John Wright. Healthcare Management, Leah Rose Fox. Health Promotion, Jilliet Margaret Marcus. Irvana Muzinhu. Nursing, Paige E. Andrews. Sarah E. Bellavance. Brittany L. Kalagi. Chelsea M. Carby. Juliana K. Castillo. Christopher M. Charles. Sean M. Connery. Marissa Consalvo. Joseline E. Curtis. Elizabeth M. Fazio. Bethany Dawn Fennessy. Hannah M. Gopal. Helen Alicia Loft. Brittany L. Ireland. Shari Anna Juranovitz. Morgan E. Keene. Margaret U. Kinder. Brendan P. Libby. Amanda C. Martin. Julia M. Martin. Christina Noel McClure. Megan R. McCoy. Kylie Louise Moritz. Courtney L. Murray. Catherine M. Provencher. Jacob R. Pushy. Alexandria M. Rogers. Alyssa L. Rylander. Molly McDermott Schroeder. Aaliyah M. Sharby. Kendall N. Trahan. Nicole Suzette Wakeman. Geraldine Judith Wilson. Natalie M. Wilson. Public Health, Marta Ashkal. Blessing Rutendo Duche. Abnat Elias. Madison Shea Jamerick. Sage Elizabeth Lincoln. Sport Management, Patrick James Adams. Ian Thomas Burgess. Riley William Driscoll. Natalie Lynn Ellard. Thomas Glazer. Ryan Glendye. Katrina M. Hamilton. William Henry Highland. Drew Inglesby. Sport Management, Shane David Sachs. Joseph James Skirto. Bruin James Smith. Gavin Glenn Tracy. Sustainability, Acadia Ann LeBlanc.
Graduates, if you have not already done so, you may move your tassels from right to left as a symbol of your graduation. We wish you well as you go forth, and we hope your careers and personal lives bring you happiness and great satisfaction. You will always be part of the Colby-Sawyer family wherever you go, and we hope you will return often to here to New London. Congratulations, each and every one of you. Congratulations, class of 2019. In order to continue the festivities and congratulations, we will recess out of the tent. Your trustees, faculty, and staff will create an honor corridor through which you graduates, our newest Colby-Sawyer alumni, will walk and receive our congratulations. Everyone is welcome to gather on the front of Burpee Hall lawn for some light refreshments. Let's give this class our best congratulations. Congratulations, 2019.